Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here, and I am glad to be here. You know, over the last several weeks, we've had the opportunity to discuss several of the great leadership characteristics and qualities embedded within the Empowered Wealth mindset. It's taken us a year to identify 8, and along with your help, and we've discussed 5 so far. The first one is ingratitude. The ability to be grateful in circumstances, not just being grateful for circumstances, regardless of the circumstances, without comparison and without expectation. We're able to live in that space of gratitude. The second one we discussed was being true wealth driven. The ability to understand our essential. What is essential to us that transcends money, let's say. What is essential for us, and are we living our life making the decisions around the essential? When we know our essential, it's easy to say no when there's a bigger essential burning inside of us. The third is vision driven. Vision driven means that I've got something that's bigger than my horizon. That as I advance towards the horizon moves out from me. My expectations are more. And so I expect more, and my current business or profession is merely a conduit that's moving me towards that. And how long I stay in that conduit is decided by how effective is that in moving me towards my bigger and brighter horizon. And so that being vision driven is also the most important responsibility that we have as leaders, is we have to inspire others to embrace our vision, but more importantly, to align our vision up with them. The fourth one is then curiosity. I love curiosity. Curiosity is nothing more than challenging the status quo. It's learning. A lifelong learner is curious. But a lifelong learner that is curious doesn't just gather information. A lifelong learner that is curious applies that information appropriately. So curiosity is essential. The fifth one is compassion. Compassion is more than just kindness. It envelops the best of kindness, the best of empathy, but puts them together in a package where we're able to reach out to other people, to involve our tears, our time, energy, and attention and resources in helping others, fully understanding where they are and helping them advance and to be able to grow and overcome whatever they may be doing, but really reaching out compassionately. The fifth characteristic, the sixth characteristic is reminded me by this fellow right here. This is a sculpture. This is a sculpture that was done by a fellow by the name of Dean Kermit Allison. And Dean Kermit Allison, I think he calls this a self-made man. And now if you look closely at it, he's got a hammer in his hand, and he's got, when you look down, he's got a chisel in the other hand, you can see right here, and he's carving himself out of a block of stone. But if you also look very carefully, across here, he's got a blindfold. So this statue of mine is used to help me understand that I am not a self-made man. I could not be anything farther from a self-made man. What it reminds me of is that I have so many people, so much learning from experiences and other things that have helped create who I am today. And it's many hands working together to carve this out for myself, and that I can't do it by myself. The blindness, to me, shows me ignorance. It reminds me of the ceiling of complexity that we talk about. So this particular, what it tells me here, though, is that it begins with me. If I'm going to build a successful team, if I'm going to create a strong family, then it begins with me, and that's self-actualization. That's self-actualization, to look at myself spiritually, to look at myself intellectually, emotionally, socially, and to be able to ask myself, am I developing the appropriate skills? Am I appropriately taking care of myself? This is the greatest investment right here, intellectually, of course, right here. This is the best investment that I can make. And I spend lots of money and lots of time devoted into this thing, because my belief is the longer I'm on the planet, the better the planet is, because I'm going to continue to grow. So self-actualization is a great characteristic of leadership, is an essential characteristic of leadership, but it's not the lonely road. They say if you want to get to a destination fast, go by yourself. But if you want to get to a great destination that has some distance to it that's out there, then you better go together. Whether it's with your life partner, your wife, a husband, your children, your family has to go with you. You can't leave them behind. Your team and the people that you put around, you will become a better attractant as you take care of yourself. You will attract greater opportunities, greater relationships into your life. I hope this is helpful. I look forward to discussing the next 2 characteristics with you, and we'll do that, start with that next week. Have a meaningful week this week. Talk to you soon.